means 13 ABC, Action News. And the mayor announcing earlier that he believes every Toledoan who needs water will get water. He just doesn't want people lining up and rushing the trucks when they get there. Right. No need for panic. He says, we've got this covered. They're coming. You're going to have water. We're certainly going to get phase one taken care of, as he described earlier in that news conference, which is making sure that everybody who needs water gets water.
Yeah, and saving grace, we've been noticing we've got the temperature down at the bottom of your screen there at home, obviously helping those who are standing in line. It's cooler today, but we'd like to see some rain, possibly some storms, which we've been hearing helps the matters.
We want the wind to come in and blow it away. Rob Pellet, meteorologist, is here to tell us more about what's going on weather-wise right now. Rob?
Yeah, we want the wind to push it away. We also want the wind to kind of chop things up out there on the lake, because if we do get some more of those waves, that'll help to break up some of that just a bit. Let's take a look at live Doppler 13,000 HD. Here's the setup. We've been dealing with on and off showers and storms throughout most of the morning here. We've got some more development near Fort Wayne. For the time being, though, we are on the dry side, and even a few peaks of sunshine, allowing temperatures to boost now just a bit. We're up to about 73 for the Glass City. Winds, though, right out of the northeast, and that's not helping matters, because that's helping to lock in some of that algae into our area at this point. I want to show you an image here from space. This is Lake Erie from space, the image here courtesy of NOAA. And you can see the different shades of color on your screen. So lots of dark blue throughout most of the lake. And then when you come to the western third of the lake, that's when you begin to see more of that neon green blue color fill in. And that's where we're having the issues. That's that part of that blue, at least part of it anyways, as you're looking down from space. A couple of the things I want to show you, and again, I'm going to apologize right off the bat. We usually don't show these types of images on air, so it's very pixelated, something we normally take a look at behind the scenes. But you are looking at a computer simulation from yesterday of where those algal blooms were at, the harmful ones, and also where they're going to continue to shift around just a bit. So that's a look at the observation that was actually taken yesterday. Now let's fast forward here a couple days. Those winds still not as favorable as we'd like to see them, plus temperatures going up and the sunshine not helping matters. So it looks like at least the overall problem with this, we may be dealing with longer than we'd like. You can see these brighter colors here closer to our shoreline, the western third of Lake Erie here altogether, still showing that this will probably be a problem on and off in the days ahead here for us. Speaking of those calm conditions, we still have that out on the lake, your boating forecast. Waves 0 to 2 feet throughout the day today. Some of those showers and storms could help chop things up just a bit temporarily anyways, while the north wind around 5 to 10 knots. And some of those ingredients, those calm conditions out on the lake, certainly one of them, the fertilizer runoff. Then you get that warmth and sunshine, and that really helps the algal blooms here take over and really begin to develop. And the strange thing is we've had a very chilly and also some very dry July here locally for the Glass City, while rainfall away from the city has been a little bit higher. It's been cool for everybody. In fact, this is the coolest that we've been in 5 years. It ties the third coolest July ever recorded. Now we're going to see those temperatures go up just a bit here in the days to come. You can see later tomorrow 82, 84 on Monday, and then by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week we cool down a bit, get some more showers and thunderstorms, and hopefully more wind that will help us out in this situation. Normally we're not looking forward to having a lot of wind to kind of chop things up out there on the lake, but in this circumstances it certainly would help just a bit.
All right, Rob, thank you so much. You know, and a lot of folks were worried that maybe if they didn't see the text, they had to have their coffee or brush their teeth before they found out about are they at risk? Some of the health risks that we've been telling you about all day, dizziness, tingling in fingers, nausea, diarrhea. Earlier today, the mayor had said that they had not seen an increase from EMS runs. They had not seen any kind of an increase in hospitals, people showing up reporting this, which he felt was comforting in believing that they got the word out before a lot of people started consuming this water and may have prevented any kind of health effects, ill health effects associated with coming in contact and ingesting this water.
And I know, Christina, when you guys were on earlier, you were talking about how social media is sometimes a hindrance, but in this case, maybe a big help in getting the word out and people checking their phones, checking their computers when they were waking up, seeing, don't use the water.
Did you see it right away when you woke up? You looked at your text? I did too. And it was like, okay, I'm not going to touch it.
But I still, like an idiot man, still made that come. You're so used to schedule, you're so used to what you do every day, made that pot of coffee, and then finally it clicks. I can't drink this. So, anyway, we moved on.
And the folks downtown have been here all day as well. Bill Horman and Melissa Page keeping track of things from the command station. We're going to send it to them to get an update. You guys?
Well, I tell you, we just got an update on the water availability out here, Diane, and it looks like all the Kroger stores have restocked, especially in the outlying areas of the county. I refer to the like Sylvania, Perrysburg, and in the area of Springfield, they have restocked at Kroger. Now we do have one change though to announce. Central Catholic. They were supposed to get the water at 5. It's been delayed. 6:30 for Central Catholic. 6:30 for Central Catholic. We had told you it was 5, but the water supply has been delayed. So 6:30 for Central Catholic. Wait is still at 5 o'clock. Woodward is at 6 o'clock, and Springfield High School is at 6 o'clock. So that's the update on the water availability.
And there is a meeting back in this building with various emergency management agencies, with the City of Toledo's officials. Several council members are up there along with the mayor. Two congresspersons, Bob Latta and Marcy
We're going to go
Kaplan,
swimming, Hannah.
and Senator Rob Portman are upstairs right now, along with ODOT officials as well. So there are a lot of brain power in that building that's trying to put together this logistical effort. Right now, what we're being told, though, is they're probably not going to make another public statement until we get the results of these tests, which have now been sent to 3 labs. 2 of them flown, one to Cincinnati and one to Columbus. Another is being taken up to Michigan, to a university up there. So they're getting 3 different results here to try to confirm, in case there's any conflicting reports from 2. Maybe the third can confirm what is actually happening. They may not get those results until 7:30. When they get them, we will get them. I don't think they're going to come out and speak to the media before that time. But the big immediate attention right now is, of course, the water distribution. They seem to have a handle on the logistics of that.
All right, and the logistics of it have been very, very intense. You spoke of ODOT crews. They can leverage their vehicles. They have more vehicles than the National Guard. So ODOT is going to work with the National Guard in distributing the water. We've got that covered. And again, Kroger and Meyer, they have replenished their supply, we are told, in some of the outer parts of the county. As far as the change, I need to make sure I let you know this. Central Catholic is going to be down at 6:30, and Wade High School is going to be at 5 o'clock, and Woodward is at 6, and also Springfield High School is at 6. So those are the changes when it comes to distribution. Let's talk about the situation with the testing. You mentioned that they have sent it to 3 different labs, giving it sort of a triangular look at this whole situation, running it through every kind of test, and kind of averaging the median here, because they're taking a look at whether or not there might be a slight, problem with calibration of the local testing that is done here in Toledo. And, if that's the case, that's a relief, because then by 7:30 we get the results back in the perfect situation here, and then within a couple of hours we are back to normal. But it's interesting, Bill, you were saying how we've got federal, we've got 2 Congress people, and we've also got 1 senator, we've got the federal level, state level representative, and all of our local officials. They've responded in a very orderly manner and a very, very common sense way to all of this.
Well, this is very unique. You don't see this happen this way much in this country. Our geography is unique, so there's really not much precedent to go on. There have been other local communities over the last year, several years, that have had water issues. Most recently, Carroll Township back in September, but not on the scale of the city of Toledo. So they're really, as the mayor said, flying by the seat of their pants here, doing the very best they can with the intelligence that they have and making it up as they're going along here. So we're expecting the results to come back at about 7:30 tonight. Water is en route, if it's not already at your location, and right now that's where we stand.
All right. For Bill Horman, I'm Melissa Bates reporting live from downtown 13 ABC Action News.
All right, thanks very much, Lee Conklin, back with us. Diane Larson here with you, and that information that Central Catholic's not going to arrive until 6:30, but wait, same time as scheduled, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's where our Senator is still standing by with the update over there. Senator, what about the crowd? The folks staying away until that 5 o'clock hour? What do you say?
Well, it's amazing. The city has not brought in their truck of water just yet, but Good Samaritans from Columbus made the trek from Columbus. They hit up Costco, still the U-Haul, and right now they are helping out those people who have been waiting hours and hours. You can see the U-Haul is almost done emptying out. We got State Rep Teresa Fetter helping distribute that caseload of water. It's pretty amazing. I know I talked to one family who had a newborn grandson, and she actually could not wait it out. She waited about 4 or 5 hours and had to go. But with me right now, we do have a couple people who did wait it out, got this water donation. This is Casey and Al. So tell me, how has this been for your family, and receiving this from someone who just donated it? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's hard because it's been affected. I got my kids at home, my son, he has to take baths. He likes to drink a lot of water, so it's been affected. And without no water, I wasn't able to go to work today, so that kind of goes into the money situation too.
I know the community is kind of stepping in. I know a lot of people, I talked to everyone that was in line, the main concern is how long is this going to go on? Is that your biggest worry at this point?
Yes, it is, because it's going to continue. Hopefully it doesn't continue so I can go back to work, and so me and my family won't just be going off of the bottled waters.
I know you got the cases right here at our feet. Now I'm going to step over and, well, I'll just keep you here, Al. Tell me, how long have you waited and how hard was it for you to find water today?
Well, I happen to live across the street, and I'm a diabetic, and I need my water. And I drink a lot of water to keep my sugar down. And by people donating water and their time means a lot to me. So I'm going to more volunteers and the help that we've been getting, that we did get. I appreciate it.
And I know a lot of these people were frustrated because this distribution time kept shifting. And when they saw this truckload, they didn't know who brought it at first, but they didn't care. They were just happy to receive water. Now,
that's how I felt, yeah. As soon as I seen the truck come over, I came across the street and got me some water.
Well, thank you, Al, for talking to us. I do want to share that I did talk to those drivers who brought in that water. They wanted to remain anonymous, but they tell me they heard about this on Twitter and then jumped in their cars, rented a U-Haul, hit up the Costco, charged it, and drove up here, and they feel so happy that they're able to help out families here on the east side. Reporting live in the east side, back to you.
All right, Senator Ora, with that report, and that does do your heart good, but that gentleman raised a point. He doesn't have water for his kids, but he doesn't have his job to work today because of the water situation. I'm guessing probably works in the food service industry somewhere, and many restaurants throughout town are not able to open because of the water situation. You can't drink it. You shouldn't use it to wash the dishes.
Strongly urged to do that. So you have the huge economic impact, but the great stories, you know, a few isolated stories of price gouging, but the great stories of individuals who are stepping up, and groups as well. Firefighters getting into the act too. 13 ABC's Christina Williams explains from Oregon.
The city of Oregon is stepping in to help anyone in need. All you need to do is bring your own container, stop by one of the 3 fire stations in the city, and they will fill it up free of charge. There's no limit on how much water you can receive. Whatever your family needs is what you will get. And the mayor of Oregon made this decision early this morning to step up to for all of those people who need assistance. What was the main reason for you to step in and say, hey, we need to help people?
Well, I know when I was giving the word about 4 in the morning and people wake up and know they can't turn their water on, it's a kind of a shocking blow. You take water for granted. It's like the air we breathe. One day if you can't breathe the air, trouble. Just like you can't drink out of your own faucet. Reality sets in. It becomes a real problem.
And clearly we're seeing a lot of families coming out here, many of them driving 20 plus miles to get this water.
And then, you know, I was aware that different stores and shopping centers selling water, lines building up, people struggling, maybe fighting a little bit to get water. And if we could do something to relieve that tension when people are already tense and then they have to deal with fighting for water, we just thought we could relieve the tension and say, you got the water here, come get it as much as you want.
And it seems as if something as simple as a garden hose is really turning into liquid gold for a lot of these families. They're bringing whatever containers they can to do this.
And they've been great when they come here. The people are happy.